Hi everyone. It's not. We're not started yet, and it is only. It is only. It is only what we still have 9 minutes for my Instagram, the Facebook live. I'm a little bit nervous. And I hope I'm not gonna say anything wrong. um, is this right? And if any of you can see me, would you be able to just wave a hand? And uh, Claire Rand is watching. Hi Claire, hi. Good morning, good morning. Uh, Samantha, hi. Hi Sam, hello, hi. Oh wow. Hi Sarah. well, and uh, it's interesting, it's nice, and thank you very much for your support. And let's just give a couple more minutes. We'll have 8 minutes to go. Today, thank you for taking time to see me. Where I have practiced a little bit before I switch on the live, and I try to control my emotion because I did cry once when I talked about one of my experiences which have happened during the pandemic, which was one of the major reasons the collection Carpe Diem was born. Good morning, Claire. Good morning. Good morning, Sam. Nice to see you. Paula. Paula. What nice to say that. I know how upsetting it is, to lose something, to lose someone you're so precious about. And 2 weeks ago, I had my English brother Howard, and he had his dog passed away, Tilly, and I have met Tilly many times, and I have walked to Tilly in the fields. And actually, I have just had my meeting in London when Howard told me that was dreadful news, and he was so upset, and he almost made me cry. And but what I wanted to say is the best thing for the companion, the beautiful companion, either it's dog or cat or any other shapes and forms. And I think the best thing for us to do is to love, to give our love unconditionally, and that is the key for having a pet. So Paula, and I'm sure that you will have the memory, treasure the memory with you forever, and that is the key thing for the lovely little, you know, he has spent all his time with you, and I hope you will cherish the memory and still smile whenever you think about him. Thank you, Simon and Ling. Ling, I love you, and I so enjoyed our chat about some of the politics. Sharon, good morning, and I'm gonna mention your name in my live because you have made my day. Um, 2 years ago because of your card, because you have taken picture of the piece of jewelry you bought from Fei Liu. You laid them neatly in bed and took a picture and sent it to us, and that really have been so precious and so valuable to me, which have not only made my day back then, and also that definitely have stimulated, being a designer, not only for us, not only to create the beautiful things which we call ornament. I think the key thing is, with our creation, we would be able to make other people happy, even just for 30 seconds. And I think that is the purpose and the meaning of being a jewelry designer. So I'm going to share with everyone the experience I had with Sharon, and I thank Sharon from the bottom of my heart. Michael, thank you very much, Michael. And oh right, okay, but your sound is playing up. I can't hear you properly. Right, okay. I'll raise my voice. And can you hear me better now? I hope that if guys that dear friends who are watching me on, hello Stammy, hello. Stammy is a lovely friend from Grace, and haven't seen for ages, and I do hope that Pantelis and the boy are well, and the family are well, and you are coping okay. Thank you. Hello, gorgeous. I didn't realize, gorgeous, you get up and watch my live, and anyway, and thank you, Helen. I know, Stammy. Hello to Grace, and please get my regard to Pantelis. Hello, Connor. And I try to be less mad as I can, but I probably will be, and as you all know me, and I think, well, anyway, and welcome, my dear friends, and this is my first time live, Facebook Live. I'm Fei Liu, and hello, Howard. I am the founder and designer of Fei Liu Fine Jewellery. Thank you, Alan. And I love creating jewelry. I love designing, and I have been very lucky being established myself and basing the historical jewelry quarter in Birmingham. Me and my team, we worked very hard, and it's to chase our dream, to make things happen. As I said, I love creating jewelry. You know, jewelry design have been my life for the last 20 years. Hi Zoe, nice to see you. I think I've been very privileged to be able to do the things I love and with my passion, and to be able to share my love with my team, you know, move forward since 2005. So actually Fei Liu now is 15, going to be 16 years old now. Through the years, and I have been extremely privileged and lucky, you know, have met you, and have received the tremendous amount of support and care, which you have been my inspiration and encouraged me to keep moving forward and continuously demonstrate my creativity. So I'm here to thank you, really. I have to mention Sharon, and thank you very much. And Sharon is one of the lovely lady from Scotland, from Edinburgh area. I still remember 2 years ago, and I think it was January, and when I arrived in office, and I received this lovely email, which have got a picture taken of all the Fei Liu pieces she had bought, the line neatly. That go both ways. Thank you so much, Helen. Then Sharon had expressed how happy whenever she put on the Fei Liu jewelry on and start the day, and that was the time, you know, when I read her message, which have made my day, and I was a bit emotional, and I didn't realize that somebody would spend a precious time to take a picture and to send messages to say how happy I have made them, and that's where I felt, you know, for my job, if I could have my creativity, if I could have my creation be able to lighten up somebody's day, even just for 13 seconds, and that would be tremendous amount of joy. Today I am going to share with you my journey of Carpe Diem. You know, as you probably all know, it's the latest collection I've created. But the difference is this collection I've created, which is very different from any other collection I've created in the past. And I think it deserves for me to share my emotional journey and experiences with all my friends. Because that is the meaning of Carpe Diem. I wonder whether you know the meaning of Carpe Diem or not, and I didn't I didn't know what Carpe Diem means until April this year. As some of you probably know or probably knew, I had a bit tough time back to 2019. It was because I have lost two very, very close friends of mine. And they both have been so important, and they both have been so supportive, and especially one of them have been with me for 22 years. Another have been with me for 18 years. So through the years, and those two lovely friends of mine have given me lots of support. But I still remember the last time I went to see them in hospital, and they both have said to me, you've got to slow down, you can't live your life like this, and da-di-da-di-da. But what I didn't expect it was they left. And obviously the situation have made me feel extremely sad. And it's not sad, it's almost heartbroken. Whenever you thought about somebody you value so much, where people no longer can speak to them. At the same time, I think it also started to occur to me that, what am I looking for? As you probably know, I've been working like a maniac for the last almost 20 years, and I work so hard, like Helen, you constantly saying, you got to slow down, you got to slow down. And I know Simon must say, oh man, you got to slow. Last year I started to have the question, what is the meaning of my life? Why do I want to work so hard? What is the whole thing about? And I couldn't answer the question. I couldn't. It probably was also because of the midlife crisis. After all, I'm 45. And there are lots of questions that have been raised where I start to, sink into this, I start to think about, those very deep thoughts or questions, what I've raised, which obviously have made impact on my career, and my motivation was slowing down. I knew that, thank you Helen and Vanessa, and there are lots of lovely friends in the industry start to care about me, say what's going on, what do you do? But what they probably didn't realize was I was going through a very tough time. Then I have to admit, where for the last year I did think about, just I have done my work, and I don't wish to continue. I wanted to wrap up everything, and I just wanted to walk away. And I don't really want to wake up, continue, repeat the same thing again. I don't wish to do that. And I did think about a move. I did think about escape, and I don't wish to continue. But I have to say, this is the journey. This is where what I'm here to say about Carpe Diem. The interesting thing was, end of last year, end of 19, Swarovski come to me. Swarovski proposed that they have come up with this amazing new product which they have patents. It's called the Jewel Color Stone. They have developed it to celebrate their 125th anniversary this year, because that's, and why I really admired their hard work, which they have developed this stone. Hi Giant, hi Samuel. I really respected their devotion they have given to the industry. Basically, the Jewel Color Stone was a CZ, but they have created, there are two colors in one stone. When you see it from different lights, when you see it from different angle, the color changes. And that's where they want me to promote it. They want me to use it. And at that time I thought, I wasn't quite sure, how the whole thing gonna be, how I might be able to use it. But what I didn't realize, actually that probably was the beginning of the journey of Carpe Diem. I still remember after New Year I returned back to UK, and I still have this extremely troubled, emotional, depressed situation where I, I, I was just trying to power through. You have responsibility, you have a friends, you have a team. You just cannot be weakened. You just have to go forward. The show must go on. So I've decided I'm going to go to visit all my customers across the country in the UK. The tipping point was the 28th of February. 28th of February, I went to visited the lovely retailer called Brownwell at Durham. And if Mr. Brownwell and Peter and Tony, if you're watching my live, and may I take this opportunity to say thanks, because I owe you a big thanks. And what I didn't tell you was you have changed my life. You may think this a bit extreme, but actually it wasn't. And it was, hi Belinda, hello. Hi Farah, hello Farah. Haven't seen you for ages. My friend Farah is from Bahrain. For Brownwell is a very historical and a very reputable retailer based in Durham. If you ever have been to Durham Castle, then you wouldn't miss it. It was one of the most delightful. Hello Ashby! It has been the most delightful little independent retailer based in Durham. And when I called them, they welcomed me, and they invited me to go over to show them the new collection. But you probably all didn't know was that I haven't done business with them for 5 years. Yes, I didn't do business with Brownwell for 5 years. The reason that is so important is when I was there, the team, the Peter, Tony and the team, they have given me the best welcome. We spent 2 hours together, and they offered me a cup of coffee. The most moving thing is that they loved the new collection I presented to them, and they have told me how they see about Fei Liu, what they expected from Fei Liu. Basically we're talking about what the vision they had for Fei Liu. It was just a client visit, but what I didn't realize was when I was on the train from Durham to hi David, hello. When I was on the train from Brownwell to Edinburgh, it was the tipping point. Try to imagine, I had a whole year bared my emotion. I was so unhappy. I was trying to figure out what am I going to do. Should I leave? Should I close down? And should I just turn a new page and move to somewhere I will feel happier? What I didn't realize right at that moment where I had my head leaning against the window, where I thought where I should go, the people will give me the trust and the credit, even they haven't done anything with me for 5 years. With open arm and trust, after having dealt with each other for 5 years, and that credit and that trust, that courage, I should receive from nowhere back here. And it was magical, and I don't know if you can understand or not. And with that second, I had the tears in my eyes, where I said to myself, why do I have to look external? Why do I have to move to somewhere? I thought I would be happier, move to Portugal because I love Portugal. Maybe move to Thailand. And my friends, you all know that how many times I've told you, Thailand is so beautiful, da 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 da. But I don't think anywhere I go, I would be able to, be treated the same way as in UK. Suddenly, it was the light. I saw the light, and I was out of the dark period. And I said to myself, I shouldn't thinking of move to anywhere. I shouldn't thinking of escape. Actually, here is my home, and I love the people here. It's the people who have given me my recognition, my credibility, and the people have given me courage. And it's the people in this little island. Hi, David. David, hello, David. It's the people in this island have given me everything. If I can't be happy here at home, I don't think I could be happy anywhere else. So that's Mr. Brownwell and both Peter and Tony, and thank you so much, for that minute that you have, your lovely 2 hours have changed my life, where I felt I was out of the dark, and I've gone through this 1 year, very difficult period, but what I didn't expect it was COVID. But what I wanted to say is, once I felt my emotion blockage was unblocked, was lifted, I can see the light. I can see the happiness. I can feel happy again. It feels like it's a celebration. Eventually, I felt I can breathe, because for the last year, 2019, I had quite a few months. I just wanted to go to bed at 8 o'clock in the night. I don't want to get up. I don't want to wake up, because it was just so unhappy. And hello, Laura. Hello. I'm sure that you probably know that is what we call the depression. And thanks to Rocky, and Rocky have kept me going, because it doesn't matter how unhappy I was, and I just have to power through. His little life and brought me so much joy. Then we comes to March, where I still remember in March, one Sunday, I have received 15 phone calls from my friends in China, and they all urged me, said, "Oh, you have to come back. You have to come back. Now the Europe is completely, is such a disaster with the virus, and you have to leave." And I was panicking. I panicked. And not only I have bought two tickets. I bought 2 tickets, and so initially I bought a ticket to which I could leave. I think it was the 28th of March. Then I was urged by my friend that I spent quite pricey money, bought another ticket which would enable me to leave in 2 weeks' time. I still remember which was the last ticket I bought was for Thursday, because Wednesday I have to have a meeting with my team. So I had my meeting with my team on Wednesday. I have arranged everything. I couldn't sleep on Wednesday, the day before I was supposed to fly. And I couldn't sleep. It was because if I call here as my home, why should I leave? When there's a crisis going on, where else could it be safer than home? And I didn't sleep at all that day. Well, I went to the office on Thursday, and my team thought, "Oh, we thought you already left." And I said, "No, I've changed my mind, because I want to be here." I thought this was a difficult time where I should be with my team. That was the reason I had 2 tickets, which cost me £1,000, and I didn't use it. And I stayed in Birmingham. I stayed with my friend. I stayed with my team. But the most important is this very tragic, horrible period of time have given me opportunity to not only come up with a wonderful collection, and also have inspired me to find an answer. I ask myself, what am I looking for? What do I want? Why do I have to work so hard? I'm going to share that with you today. It's not as simple as what I said, but bear with me, because at the end of my life today, and I will review a surprise, and I wish that with the little sparkle, the tiny little sparkle, I would be able to make you smile for 13 seconds. So that is what I'm going to review by the end of my my life. I think, as everybody know, that for the last couple of months, we all have experienced a very, very tough time. And as a friend of mine had messaged me, said, what is your view to life now? And I messaged back, completely different from ever before. It's we're human beings. I think the differences between us and the animal is we live and we learn and we observe and we try to have a better understanding of what our life is about. And at the same time, we wanted to help others, and we wanted to, keep the society, keep the world we're living to continue be harmonious, harmonious. But what saddened me, not sudden, it's also sudden, but saddened. It was end of March, after I decided to stay here in UK with all my friends here and with my team. No, I'm sure we'll power through the difficult period. That was the time, if you remember, I have done a couple clips where to encourage everybody we have to get through. One day I received a video from a friend of mine whose wife is a nurse, and the video was he was sending his bring that on the camera. Sorry, there's something on the screen I try to do. Lisa, hi Lisa. I received a video from my friend where his wife is a nurse. She has become the volunteers to be sent to the worst area which have been infected by the virus to help the local hospital. And as you all know, that Chinese man, I know, I'm so sorry, Zoe, I'm so sorry. You know that people, the Chinese, I'm different one, and Chinese male are not very good at express their emotion. They're not very good at express their love. Sorry, I'm gonna be emotional again because this is what have happened. I received a clip where I saw my friend who was standing next to a burial. I was standing next to the coach, and the coach was full of nurses and doctors, and he was crying. Actually, he was worse than crying. He was howling. He was howling and to his wife, who were already on the coach, by saying, so and so and so, I love you, I love you. He probably knew that she won't go back. She won't return. The fact was, she didn't return. And then when I see my friend was crying and screaming to the one he loved the most, it's really, really hard. But at the same time, I also feel, sorry, excuse me. I know this is gonna happen. This is why I have got tissue prepared. But at that time, I also felt there's a light, because of those selfless, doctor and nurses, and that's where they have given us strength. We have to go through. We have to power through. When we look into the history, and it has happened more than many, many times, where eventually human always gonna win. Human always gonna win. And we just have to be united. Here, I have to mention another lovely, lovely lady. I have to mention. And this is sorry, I haven't talked about my design. This is all preparation of my design. But I'm going to tell you, whenever the press asked me, said, what is the inspiration? Where's the inspiration come from? And I would tell you, inspiration is just like a key to a library. Without the key, you can't access the library. You can't access all the magic in the library. But as soon as you get the key, then everything flows. Right, anyway, here I wanted to mention another friend of mine. Her name is Sarah Payne. Yes, her family name is Payne, P-A-I-M, Payne. And Sarah is the manager of midwife at the Worcester, let me just read correctly. And Sarah works for the Worcester Acute Hospital NHS Trust. She's the manager of midwives, and the reason I have to mention about her, not only of she is very selfless leader as a midwife, but also there's a story behind it to inspire the Carpe Diem. And you know that for the last couple of months, and all the pregnant women, they cannot be companioned by their husband when they give a birth. But newborn baby given wait for no one. Newborn baby is still gonna come out, and regardless. And Sarah have so strongly lead her team and helped countless women, helped them to have the baby come out. But at the same time, they're also facing the chances may catch the virus. If you remember, a couple of months ago, there was a loving husband was driving the little truck which will do the lawn on the garden. Then he put a big word, thank you, in their garden. Actually, that was her husband. And I want to express the reason Sarah have inspired me so much of not only she have done excellently of her duty, being a doctor, being a midwife, welcomed hundreds of thousands of babies into the world, but that also symbols future. That symbols life. That symbols whatever gonna come, regardless of how bad, how horrible we are in. And that also inspired me, I have to include this inspiration into my collection. As you all know that I didn't do the collection the same way as I did my creation before. Here I have to mention another woman, and she's the rock of my life. She's called Maria Hansen, and she's a very famous silversmith. She was my teacher when I was in Birmingham Jewellery School, and she taught me whenever you do a design, Fei, I want you to do for new, for something new, something different, something special, and something meaningful, which have always been used by me whenever I'm doing my design. And this is the perfect opportunity to include the for something into my new collection. Something new is because we are in the most tragic period where, we still have to prove that we are the strongest in the whole planet. Which is a new environment, a new situation, even though it's a sad situation. Something different, we have to come up, everybody's life is different now. We have to follow the new normal. Unfortunately, this is something we have to do. It's different enough. Something special, because we have so many special people. We have so many special, selfless people who are acting like angels to help the society, help anyone, everybody else. And something meaningful is from, as a designer, where I wanted to use jewelry as a media to be able to put a meaning to everyone, to bring the joy, to bring the smile to everyone. That's where I thought about, my personal side, my personal journey, how, this lovely jeweler in Bromwell have liberated me, and I have viewed all the dreadful sadness, but also have some wonderful story, how supportive, how courage, how amazing people can be or human can be. And that's where my inspiration comes from. That's where the Carpe Diem come from. At that time I thought, I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate my own milestone where, to me, 40 years something person, it was my first time to understand the meaning of Carpe Diem, the meaning of seize the day, the meaning of we have to enjoy whatever we have because the present is the most important. Don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Express whoever you love. We never know what's going to happen next, but the present is the most precious time. Thank you. Actually, I have always told the for something to all my fellow designer friends. So that's where I thought firework would be the best symbol to symbol the bright light, cross the dark sky and celebrate the future, celebrate the newborn, celebrate the end of the darkness. That was my inspiration. The firework have started the whole journey of my design, development, where I did a lot of research, as you all probably have noticed, either on my Facebook or on my website or social media. And the Carpe Diem have a 3 style in terms of the firework. The little one, which is what I call the sparkler, because that reminded me when I was a kid, how happy innocent children can be, because that symbolizes youth, that symbolizes the most innocent happiness, where every children can hold it, can see this sparkling, we call it sparkler. The second one was, it looks like a firework, with the center stone, which I used for the Swarovski have created CZ, which was a new stone, to symbol actually is new, is a brand new patent innovation. And the piece I created with a large surface of polishing pattern which looks like a firework. And that's more my view of how I see the beautiful explosion in the sky. It almost like almost like a cascade. It almost like a flower blossomed in the sky. And the third look is the one which I have a lot of baguettes. Not only of what I wanted to bring the glamour, the beautiful, the shining. It also symbols that at the end of the day, when we look into the history, the humanity is the one shines the most. And that's where my 3 major design comes. But during the development, it was just so funny. And when I was doing the tiara, and I only drew half of the tiara, I thought, because the craftsman have worked with me long enough, and where it's no problem for him to understand the tiara should be duplicated, for one side. But when I received the sample, the tiara was only half, and it's the half a tiara, another that I haven't got anything. And I called him, he said, "That's what you draw. You drew only half. I thought that was your intention." That's where I thought what I wanted to do is use the opportunity to let more people to understand how I come up with this idea, what the Carpe Diem, the inspiration as a firework have become into the final pieces. And the key thing was, and I do feel, this is from bottom of my heart, and I love my retailers. For my whole career, and it was all my retailers supported me. They are across the whole country. It was my privilege to work with them. It was my privilege to be able to work with them to serve the customer, to make them happy. That's where So I made a phone call. I called a few retailers of mine, and they all loved the idea. So they are not only as my retailer, actually they are my partner. They are my partner. They are my partner to tell the story of Carpe Diem. So there are probably between 30, I think it was 35 retailers across the country. Not only they have showed the commitment, but also have taken a part of the campaign, which was choosing the hero inside of you. May I just take this opportunity to say big thanks to all my retailers, because how to find it? You'll be able to find my retailer if you go to my website, and there is Carpe Diem where to buy. Forget it, that I have something important to say. Then you would be able to see the list on the website to show where my retailers are located. Because I want you all to nominate the hero you find, you think you know. It could be your friend, it could be your aunt, it could be your mom, it could be a nurse, it could be somebody help the society, anybody. And the reason for that, okay, this is the review, dear you, this is the review. As I was a bit emotional, I apologize, and because it was a long journey. I have never done this, when I design jewelry. I have never had those, very heavy emotional experiences. Me and my team and my retailer, we're offering 40 heroes. I know it's not many. 40 is just like a little sand or a little drop of water in the ocean. But that is how I wanted to express my gratitude and my thanks, to the people who have supported so many innocent people through the pandemic. So Fei Liu Jewellery and the retailer were offering 40 presents, which is the Carpe Diem pendant, to 40 heroes. Could be anyone you nominated, but you're not going to be the winner. It would be the nominees going to be the winner. So I just really hope when the 40 heroes receive their little presents, I just want to have my little sparkle to bring out their little smile, even just for 13 seconds. As a jeweler, as a jewelry designer, that's what I can do. So I really hope that all of you, my friends, if you encourage the idea, then you can share my life, and I just hope we can say, this is my way to say thanks to the people who have supported us. And this is also what I genuinely believe. They are our hope. They are the light. They are the one have made me understood the meaning of Carpe Diem, the meaning of seize the day, and so we would be able to support each other, and we still gonna have a bloody cracking happy Christmas. We have to. And that's, I think, the most amazing thing for British spirit is we never give up. We always have the big rock in our hearts. We always be able to find the light in the darkness. And we just have to help each other. And we have been through lots of tough time, and I'm sure this is not going to be the last one. And also I'm sure this will be the one that we will conquer very soon. Thank you very much for all my friends, and thank you for all your support. And oh my God, it's is a half an hour, my live broadcast, and forgive me if I said anything inappropriate. And you know me, and this is what I see. What you see is what you get. And I hope that all the nominees will be able to win the little sparkler. And I'm so looking forward to see the little smile that I will be able to, hopefully to bring the smile onto their face. And thank you very much, my dear friends. And I wish you all have a lovely Sunday. And I'm sure that you're going to do your Christmas shopping. And I'm not going to hold you for too long. And be safe. Carpe Diem. And seize the day. And love you all. Love you very much. Thank you very much. Bye for now.